I did a tutorial, like a get ready with me video a few weeks ago, and I just couldn't bring myself to post it. I didn't even edit it. I was looking at some of the clips and I was just like, I can't do this. I don't like it, so I want to film another one. My hair's pinned back so it doesn't get in my way. So my face is already moisturized. I use Clean and Clear's Advantage Acne Control Moisturizer. So I am going to use Smashbox Photo Finish Blemish Control Primer. This is going to be a talk through video. I prefer those over the ones with like voiceover. I just like to, I can't sit here in silence and do my makeup. So this is going to be a talk through kind of thing. The next thing I do is I go in with Skindinavia's primer spray. It has completely changed how long my makeup lasts. So I swear by this. I have it in my kit when I'm working on other people. So I just give myself, for priming, I just do the T and the X. I may spray a couple extra sprays, but that's just because I'm excessive like that. Now I'm going to apply my foundation. Typically, I will do one light layer of foundation, and then I'll do my eyebrows, and then I'll add another layer because I do like full coverage. So even though I probably could get the coverage that I want from one layer of the foundation, I do like to add an additional layer in there just because it makes me feel better about life. The foundation that I am going to use today is the Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I feel like these things are such a mouthful. And I am in the shade 4.5. So remember, at this point, I'm not worried about the coverage quite yet because I do another layer after I do my eyeshadow and my brows. I can tell you one thing that I do like. It did cover up the redness, which is nice. And it does dry in that powdery finish. You know that whole thing they say where your eyebrows are sisters and not twins? That really bugs me. Like, why? Why can't they be twins? Why can't they look the exact same on each side of my face? Like, why? I just don't get it. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with Anatasia's Dip Brown Pomade. And this is in dark brown. And this is actually too dark. So it's like too light, too dark. Because they were out of the one that I needed in both. But I was way too impatient to go to a different store or order online. So I just went ahead and got what I got. I got her applicator as well. So I just kind of rub it in. And this stuff is super creamy. And I just love it. Now, I do go back and clean it up, so don't freak out. So as you can see right now, these are looking absolutely ratchet. I'll show you how I clean them up and get the cleaner look that I want. And to do this, I use the Morphe 9FW, which it's the warm foundation palette that has the 9 different in it. And I go in with this one right here to clean up around my brows. And I just use a concealer brush. I don't even know where this came from, but I've had it for a while. And I just start at the end. A lot of people don't like to conceal the top because it makes it look too blunt, I guess. I prefer it. But this is also coming from someone who hasn't had legit eyebrows in I don't even know how long. I apply the foundation a little bit under my brow and then push it up instead of applying it right under because I don't want to cut any of that off and go too far into the brow. And then I go over to this one. Using none other but Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion. And I just put 2 swipes. I'm just using one of my Morphe brushes to blend that in. Once I have my eyeshadow primer blended in, I'm going to go in with another round of this. Typically, I would go ahead and do my eye makeup at this time, but today I'm not going to wear very much because I have to work for a really long time, and I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to do another pump. Just to get that extra coverage and build up. And I will say this, I have absolutely no more problems with creasing under my eyes or any like settling in my smile lines, I have absolutely no more problem with that. What I do now is I go in with It Cosmetics by Undereye, and this is in the shade Medium. And I just put a little bit on my hand. You don't need a lot of this product at all, I promise. So what I do now is I just dab my finger in it and put it under my eye. And the reason why I put it on the back of my hand first is to warm it up, because then I can dab it onto my face and spread it much easier. So once I have that, I take my beauty blender, and this is, I haven't cleaned it in like a day, so not that big of a deal, but it is damp. This is the size of it dry, and this is the size of it damp. So it does grow significantly. And at first I got it because I was like, or when it first came out with it, I was like, no way, no one needs that size beauty blender. But now I got it and I'm obsessed with it. It fits this under eye area perfectly. So I just go in with that. And once I have that blended out, I go in with Urban Decay's Naked Skin. This is their Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, which I'm obsessed with. And this is in Medium Light Neutral. And I'm just going to add some here. And then up my nose, forehead. I go in with my other beauty blender. This is my Beauty Blender Pro. Start with my jawline. And then I do my forehead. And then I take this one and I go in between my eyebrows and up my nose. So then I just blend this out. I'm bringing back out my Morphe Warm Foundation Palette. And I'm going in with this shade here. People talk about how they don't contour every day, they don't have time, whatever. I do. I make time. I have to. I'm just going in with my Morphe S4 concealer brush. And again, this shade here. And I just rub it up. Rub it up. So my camera cut off and it didn't notify me. So I'm just going to go over real quick what I did for this. I just took another shade from the Morphe foundation palette and I just put it in the hollows of my cheeks here and on my forehead and then down my nose and under my lip to give me the illusion of a fuller lip. I do take my contour brush from Morphe and then I just buff all of that in just to make sure it's blended. And then I'm going to take my Lorac Pro palette, which I have become obsessed with. I really don't know why it took so long for me to get them. But the first thing I'm going to do is take this cream color right here that is aptly named cream. And I am going to put it all over my lid. I'm also putting it under my brow bone. So next I'm going to take my Morphe M330 brush and I'm going to go in with mauve. And I'm going to start this as my transition color. And then I'm just going to take my previous brush one more time and just make sure that that is really well blended. I don't want it to be an abrupt stop into the cream that we applied on the brow bone. So then I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go in with the color Taupe. And I'm just going to go back in over this mauve and do the same thing but not take it up as high. And I'm going to go in very lightly with Stable, which is like this gorgeous, it's like an auburn brown. It's very pretty. And I'm just going to add this to my outer crease. Typically I would do this before I do my second layer of foundation just to clean it up, but things were a little out of order today. I'm going to take my MAC 224 blending brush and I'm just going to sweep that over into the crease to kind of pull some of that dark into the crease further in without adding more. And I'm going to go in with Champagne, which is a shimmer pink, light pink color. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I'm just going to lay it down on the inner third, 2/3 of my eye. I know they say to do the whole light to dark thing, but I just feel like I would rather the bright color be prominent, so I add that after the darker color, and then I'll blend it in so there's not a defined line. And then this is my MAC 228, which is just a very small version of that. And I'm going to take Champagne once again, and I'm going to add that into my tear duct and the inner corner of my eye. So I always start at the outer, I don't know if you can see me. And I want to keep it as close to my lash line as possible. I would do this if I was using this or anything else. And then I'm going to go with this ColourPop cream gel liner, and this is in Get Paid, I think. And it is this just gorgeous gold, which you'll see here in a minute. I'm going to go in my waterline with this. So once I have gone in with that, I'm going to go back into my Lorac Pro, and I'm going to go in with the color Taupe. And I'm using my Morphe M113, and I'm putting it right on the tip of the brush. And I'm just going to go in under, and then I'm going in with Sable, which is that kind of like that auburn brown. Just going to add that to the outer third. And then I'm going in with Legit Gold. And I'm just going to add that very, very, very lightly. I'm just kind of sweeping it on my lower lash line from my tear duct underneath to the inner half. But now that I have that done, I'm taking none other than my Jaclyn Hill by Becca Face Palette from the Champagne Glow collection. I just don't think I can, I mean, I actually ordered a second one of these. And it just came in the mail. So this is the one that I got early back in May. And then after my birthday, I ordered another one because this is limited edition. But anywho, I'm taking my Morphe M104 blush brush. So I'm dipping my side of my brush. I'm not using the tip. I'm using the side of my brush in Pamplemousse and Amaretto. And buffing that onto my cheekbone. And then I'm going to take Rosé Spritz and just lightly buff that on top. It is just like gorgeous. Then I take my Morphe Banana Powder, and I do this after my blush. And I'm taking my Beauty Blender Mini, dipping it in some banana powder, and just setting my under eye. Now I'm not going to leave it there and bake it for an insane amount of time. And this is my tapered face brush from Makeup Blend. I'll do a video way later, but this brush, again, not baking. I'm just going to take it and buff that out. One reason why I do the powder after my blush is because I do feel like it helps blend my blush out. I do like a lot of blush. I'm sorry, that's just a personal preference. I don't know if it's because my mom did it. I don't know, but I just think that a face without blush is just, it's basic. That's my opinion. So here's what your girl has learned about her camera. It doesn't like shooting videos. So now my eyelashes are curled. I didn't do anything else. I was waiting on it to cool down. I did just touch up my eyebrows. With that, I just did, filled them in a little bit more with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. Now I'm going in with my Smashbox X-Rated. And I, like everything else I do, love mascara in excess. Now that I have 2 coats of that, I'm going in with my roller lash, and I'm doing that on my lower lash line. So now I am going back over my Smashbox X-Rated mascara and doing a coat of my roller lash. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with Buxom's Lip Gloss. This is their soft matte lip color. And this is in Nudist. take down my bobby pin. And that is the look of today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a whole lot of fun filming it. Please leave any questions in the comment box. I will try to remember to put all of the products in the bottom bar below. I cannot wait to talk to you guys again soon, and I will see you later. Bye.